Hello, welcome back to Sharon from Vivid Days. Today you are going to see me for the first time exploring LeRez Expression Pigments from Susanna Dancks. Now this is a lady who I believe I had my first resin crush on when I first started looking at this in YouTube, and I was very fortunate to be one of a few people that were gifted a few of her latest pigments. Now you can see there are four yummy colors, and I am starting with this green. Now this green is to die for. The one thing I noticed is how little you do use or need and how beautifully it does mix in to your resin. Now this purple is the deepest purple I've seen, and when you do have it against some white you can get some beautiful bleeding out of colors. But if you really do want that very dark color, it is a great deep tone for your paintings. Now my challenge is I'm eager. I don't have any more of these pigments. These are on my wish list. I would love to own as many of these pigments as possible, but over in the UK we struggle a little bit to get the quality pigments that you can get easily or more easily in America and Australia. So my challenge was I have four amazing pigments that are so vibrant, so vivid and so yummy, but I wanted to play with them all together, because if somebody has gifted me something, I really want to do the right thing by really working with them and see how they all interact with each other. Now I had to use the Casting Craft White because I know that can create a few natural effects and some lacing and maybe some cells, but I wanted a really true white because I'm very mindful that when you're working with such bold colors, it's a very big challenge to get all of these to work together without creating mudding or diluting the colors. So apologies, Susanna. I gave it my best shot and I'm really happy with the end result. You see me try two things. The first one was originally going to work with two colors and see how that worked, and maybe add just a sprinkling of the other colors, so possibly two pieces, but I ended up putting all the colors on one piece and the end result is amazing. But what I am going to do is work with these pigments individually with one complementing color, because I really just want to enjoy the depth and the richness of each of these colors and make them be the hero product. Now people that know me and know my channel know that I have certain things that I tend to do with my resin art. I'm not necessarily one who is great at just putting some colour on there and blowing it with a heat gun and getting amazing effects. I find that kind of free spirit a little bit challenging, so I normally have a preset idea or plan of what I'm going for to some degrees. So I am, oops, sorry, just touched my mic there. So at this stage I'm just mindful of, I think at this stage I was thinking I want to work with the purple and the bubblegum pink, and I want to see if I do get some of this gold coming through from this purple, but I wanted them to be diluted into this white and see what will happen. So there's no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting things. I'm just applying them and trying to be quite restrained to a degree, and I do that with the pink. And I start to work on an image and there's some amazing effects, but what I found is this board that I'm working on, even though I put a cardboard underneath it to strengthen it, it was dipping in the middle, so it did snap back together and lose a lot of that image, and it started to mud and I wasn't feeling it. So in the end I did Sharon's motto, which was just put these beautiful colours on, don't stress, never give up, and that's one thing I've learnt with resin. And when I applied all four colours together and just blasted them and they pop back, I see a mixture of a fire dragon or some beautiful bold vibrant colours, and it's just a delicate of elegance and bold, and I actually really like this. I'm very drawn to it. I love the effects, I love what the heat gun, the pigments and the resin has done to these, and it was quite fun in the end. But I am going to go back and revisit, but you've heard enough of me digressing now. You can see me just playing and practicing and trying to understand these pigments and seeing how they're going to work together, because people who are new to working with certain type pigments, you know that you've got to figure it out. You've got to understand how they're going to mix together, how they work. And I hope you enjoy seeing me playing with these. I hope you enjoy the end result. I hope you learn something from it. And thank you so much, Susanna Dancks, for these amazing pigments. And I will try to do them justice and create a few more pieces with them. But other than that, thumbs up, subscribe, share. Comments are always welcome. And one day we in Europe or the UK may be able to get these pigments a little bit easier, but until then, have an amazingly creative week. It's me, I'm back. I forgot to mention, if you look at the top right hand corner where there's going to be the little information sign, I'm going to put up 5 other videos that you can click on that link to some of my work. Now, one of them is a step-by-step tutorial on an ocean scene, but if you've not worked with resin before, it may answer your questions. There's some with other bold, vibrant colors, but remember to have a little look up there and click on anything relevant. Also, a description is under the video with a little triangle. Just hit that. That'll show you the colors that I've used in this and the information to Susanna Dancks channel, where you can buy some of these beautiful pigments as well. And thumbs up, subscribe, share. Comments are always welcome. Have a beautiful day. Good morning everybody. This piece has fully cured and I'm in love. This is, I want to say it's different for me, but I don't know if it is because it's just vibrant colours and I mix it in anyway. And the challenge for me was using these beautiful LeRez products, which are just exquisite. But because I only had the 4 that was sent, and I'm very grateful for, trying to create a piece of art that will complement these colours, be true to myself, and really push the vibrancy of them. And you could see in my video before that I tried one way and I was quite enjoying those effects, but it just wasn't right. So if in doubt, just tip your colours on there and applied that heat gun, and it did do some amazing things. Now that casting craft, I can't think of the name because I'm not so long since woke up. I think that's the one that helped create some of the cells, or it was a nice complement. The thing that I don't like is I used a canvas wood, and because I'd not primed it before, the edges, it's just sagged in the middle a little bit, but it's no biggie. What I can do is come and just add some acrylic paint here delicately, and then just put a small thin fresh coat of clear resin in here, and I really love it. It's pretty much cured exactly how I wanted it. I am going to go in and work on the colours individually next, so just so that I can try each pigment at its fullest and complement them with other colours. So I will continue to explore these LeRez, but one day my wish would be to have a full collection of these colours, along with the resin art colours, and also Colour Cottage, and oh, there's so many amazing pigments, but they're all available in Australia or America, very little in the UK. Anyway, I'm Sharon, I'm digressing, I'm going to bring you in, and I hope that you enjoy this fun piece. So let's go down here. We'll start with the top left corner, and I really enjoy this section here, and I think it's just because there's so much 3D that's been created and the bleeding into other colours. You can see where the green and the orange has started to make mud or brown, and I'm okay with that. It actually works well with this because it creates that movement. So we are coming down now, and we are seeing some of this brilliant bright happy orange that's blending through, and then it softens out here to some I think delicate colours here, but there's all this wispiness going off. So I'm moving you across now, and we're going to go up the middle area. I actually love this drop-off area, how it's all gone across, and then to me, when you bring it up and you pop in this centerpiece, that's sort of the hero of the centerpiece, and then it comes up and blends through here and softens out a little bit. Then over to the top right corner, again, I love the delicateness here. Got to work on that area. This part here, even though it's just a movement of colour and it looks like it's flowing off, I wish I'd have managed to capture a little bit more pop of the green there, but it is what it is. And then come down to the bottom corner here, which again is just a feast for the eyes. It's just beautiful, the cracking, the bleeding out, the different colours popping, webbing, and some of that cell. So I think overall this one was a beautiful disaster. And what I mean from beautiful disaster is happy little accidents, or when you're working on something and you have the most amazing pigments and you feel that you have the need to create something that represents them or worthwhile, and sometimes it just doesn't go that way with resin or fluid art. And my words are, keep working it. If in doubt, let the colour do its magic and let it know let you know what it needs to be, and just work with it, not against it. But I just want to say thank you so much, Suzanne. You were my first resin crush. I really appreciate you gifting these couple of pigments to me. I really appreciate them. I will do my best to incorporate them where possible and make them stand out and do justice. And I am going to come back and work with each one of these amazing colours and try and make them the hero of a few projects. But other than that, I'm digressing. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the camera angle on this one, and feedback's always welcome, and I'll see you on the next video.